Drug cartels are turning to social media to recruit new border smugglers at a time when illegal crossings have reached the highest level in 2 decades. Smugglers are using apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok to draw in teenagers. And border agents say these groups are recruiting on both sides of the border for jobs like getting people over the wall to driving them into the United States.
We want to remind the public that in the same way that the smugglers don't care about the people that they're actually smuggling, they don't care and aren't going to care about the people that they're utilizing to use as load drivers.
Well, border agents are now using flyers in a counter campaign to warn and discourage people from getting involved with the smugglers.
Now tonight we're hearing from a sheriff who's in charge of security for a border town in Arizona. Sheriff Leon Wilmot, a Republican, is in Yuma, not far from Mexicali. NewsNation correspondent Nancy Liu spoke with him today to hear what he's experiencing in his day-to-day work.
Thank you for making time for us. Can you describe the situation now? Has it improved since the National Guard came in?
We're barely getting into the integration of the National Guard right now, placing them in areas where we can relieve our personnel to cover some of the gaps that we're seeing. So it's just starting up, but obviously that every little bit of assistance for us is going to help.
How bad is it?
Well, currently right now, Border Patrol, where they were handling roughly 200 plus a day, just along the river corridor, is now up to almost 500 a day in apprehensions just along the river corridor. In Yuma County, we've got roughly 115 miles of international boundary here. Our concern for us is not the immigration side of it. It's the fact that our border security folks are being hamstrung by the cartels coordinating all of this tactically, because now we're seeing an increase in the illegal human and narcotic smuggling towards the eastern remote areas of Yuma County. We're performing rescues. We're trying to deter the transnational criminal organizations from smuggling hard narcotics into our country. And so it's kind of tying up our resources where typically they would be out working in neighborhoods and improving the quality of life for the people that we serve on a routine basis.
What do you want the rest of the country to know then about what's going on in Yuma, and if it's under control, if enough is being done?
I think the country needs to understand that there's a difference between Border Patrol and ICE Customs. See, Border Patrol is about border security. They're the ones that are out there on the border that are supposed to interdict, apprehend, and then they hand them off to HSI Customs for them to handle. But because the administration has diluted ICE for so many years, that they're hamstrung because they don't have enough personnel or the budget. And then you have HHS, which is obviously overwhelmed beyond belief with the unaccompanied children, and they don't have the personnel and the ability to handle what they have. So that's compounded the whole situation and put it back on Border Patrol, which has taken them away from their primary duties. And our thing is that we need the citizens to contact their reps and their senators, no matter where you live in the country, and tell them that Homeland Security, border security, public safety, and public health has got to be their priority, not anything else. Because we're still seeing states where the COVID is going up, and for them to allow this to continue when you have countries of origin that have significant COVID exposures coming into the country illegally, and that not being addressed, it is not putting Americans and their health as a priority.